Hello friends, happy Tuesday. We are gonna paint this cute little sled tonight. My name is Ray with Dizzy Designer. This is one of the cutouts that will be available on my website. It's on my website right now, but I'm waiting on my new laser. So it won't actually, if you order it, it won't be available until sometime next week probably. Let me tip you guys down here so that you can see. But this is what we're gonna paint. So it's a little sled. And then this one actually comes with a 3D reindeer attachment with this cute little bow. So that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. Good morning, oh my gosh, guys. Hi, Valerie. Hello, Vicky. Hi, Erin. All right, so I'm gonna move our little reindeer out of the way here to get started. And I think I'm just gonna do this in classic caramel, so it's not gonna be much darker than it is right now. And I think the edges of it are gonna just be black. And then my little reindeer, I believe, is gonna be white, maybe with a red bow tie. I haven't worked out all the details yet, but that's kind of what I'm thinking so far. Hello, Deborah, how are you? I have got, I don't know if you guys can see, let's see here. I've got a horrible mess over here. I have got a pile of signs that I'm working on. I got this thing over here that I'm getting ready to redo. So I have very little space tonight with what we're working with, but that will be fine. As long as you guys can see what we're working on, that's all that matters. All right, so again, just gonna use the classic caramel, which is just a little bit darker than the MDF. Hello, Lindsay. And that's gonna be, I don't know, what do you call these this little part to the sled. So I want them to be this way. I have a tendency of painting the back sides of things, so I'm just gonna lay them out how I need to paint them so that I don't paint the wrong side. How's everybody doing tonight? I hesitated on doing this sled. I was gonna do this a couple of weeks ago, but the Glowforge has been down, so they're supposed to be sending me a new one. I should have it early next week, so I figured I could finally come on and show this. I just will give you all the disclaimer that if you order it, it is going to take probably 2 weeks before you get it. I typically ship within a couple of days when you order, but because I can't cut right now, if you were to order this tonight, it'll probably be the middle to end of next week before I could get it cut and shipped out to you. Hey Stina, how are you? Happy Tuesday. Hello, Debbie. I got my camera pointed really far down tonight, so I'm having a hard time seeing the comments. What, bud?
You were yelling.
No, I was saying hi to somebody. Hey, Michelle. Apparently I was yelling. He said he's in the other room playing football and he thinks I'm in here yelling. I had a bunch of projects planned for the weekend. That's why my table is covered and stuff. But I've had a nasty headache since like Thursday of last week, so I haven't gotten to any of that. But I think I might finally be starting to feel a little bit better. Hey, Christine from Michigan. We're in Michigan too. I say we, Preston's not in here with me. I'm in Michigan too. He likes to come on live with me. Actually, he was going to, and I told him to go play for a while because he's really chatty. Hey, Linda. So I have this little sign here that does not match our decor anymore, and I'm gonna take it apart and redo it. I'm gonna show you guys in just a second and see if you guys have any ideas. You guys always have good ideas. I can't figure out a word or saying to put on it. Really, this color is not much different than the MDF, but it just covers up the little burnt pieces. Hey, Rhonda. All right, so this sign, if I can even move everything around and show you, it's one of these little ones that like stacks around it. Oops, sorry, getting a message here. So it says family, and then is everything. So it's got what, 6 letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got 6 letters and then the bottom thing. So I'm gonna change the colors up on it, and I was gonna use it for, I was gonna make it into something for Christmas, but I don't know what Christmas word has 6 letters that we could do that with. So if you guys have any suggestions on that, let me know. Ooh. Hopefully I didn't get any paint on me. All right, then I'll move this piece out of the way. The edge, let's see, I'm just gonna set this up here. I've got a horrible mess. I have nowhere to work. And I think this whole part, let's see if I can put it back together right so I know what I'm doing. I think it just goes like this. I think this whole part I'm just gonna do in black. What do you guys think? I think that's what we're gonna do. First time watcher, welcome. Glad to have you here. Oops, I almost threw my paint plate over there onto my floor. I am a disaster tonight. All right, let's do, normally I have more room to work with, but like I said, I didn't get to any of my projects this weekend, and so they're all just piled up here on my desk. I'm just gonna do this black. We might go in and add some distressing afterwards, depends on how I like it. But I want the reindeer and his little bow to be the focal point of the sled. I don't really want the sled to be the focal point. And I think we're gonna make a bow to put on it as well. We'll see how much time we have when we get done painting it. If you haven't painted these 3D kits yet, they are my favorite. It's so much easier to paint the 3D pieces, I think, than it is to do the flat ones. Quicker, you don't have to worry about painting inside of the lines. You just paint your pieces and glue them on together. You guys can hear him out there clapping. He's playing football and also playing the part of the fans. Hey, Erin. This is the boring part, but we'll get past this here real quick, and then we'll go on to doing all the fun stuff and making it super cute. I think this one's gonna be adorable. You can use it as a door hanger or set it on like an easel and just have it as a decoration in your house. Move this up. I don't want to splatter paint all over my, I've got cheetah print jammy pants on, so I don't want to get paint all over them. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate that. So Glowforge is telling me I'll have a new machine potentially this weekend, they're saying, but I haven't received any shipping notification yet, so I won't believe it until I see it. I've had a little bit of difficulty getting a replacement in the first place. That took a while, so I'm saying sometime next week it'll get here, but not crossing my fingers or not holding my breath. That's what I should say, not holding my breath on when. All right, let's see. Oh, whoops, I forgot I have this paintbrush sitting here. Hello, hello, Marianne. Christine, what Glowforge? I have the Glowforge Pro, Christine, and I love it, but I have had some difficulties with getting a hold of support. My machine's been down. This is the 3rd week right now. Yeah, I'm on my 3rd week of having my machine down. I had to start a new email thread every time to get anybody to answer me, so I'm a little frustrated with that, but other people have had really good luck, so I guess it just depends. It just depends, and maybe you'll get lucky and get a machine that never has any problems. So I'm hopeful that my replacement doesn't have any issues, but I do have a referral code for up to $500 off if you decide to purchase one. You can let me know and I can give you that code. Thank you, Kelly. Hi, Cynthia. I think maybe I should do this little one in the middle a different color because, I don't know, we'll see in just a second. Otherwise it's just gonna blend in because it's all gonna be black. What do you guys think? Should we do a different color on that part? This is the part right here that I'm talking about because it's gonna go, I can't remember if it goes this way or this way. I think it goes this way. So it's gonna go on top like that. You know what? Now that I think about it, I left little dots. Hold on just a second. I have a box. Where did I put my box at? Losing it. Hold on a minute. I wondered why I had these little pieces. I couldn't figure out why. They go on here to make it look like it's like nailed on or whatever. So those can be a different color too. These ones could be black. You would buy one but know where to put it. They do take up a lot of space. Silver might be good. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Let me see what I got. I've got a silver somewhere if I can find it here on my tray. Let's do silver. If it don't look good, we can always cover it up. I'm just gonna use a different brush for everything because I forgot to bring water. I had a little tiny bit, if you can see, just a tiny bit in there left in a bottle down here, and I put that in there, but I don't think it's really gonna rinse much, or very well, I should say. I should paint white underneath this first so it sticks out better. 5 letters and 1 emoji. I could do that. Hey, Marianne, we're making a sled tonight. I will show you in just a second. It's got this cute little 3D reindeer that's going to go on top of it. I am starting to feel a little bit better finally. It took all weekend and yesterday I still felt awful, but I feel a little bit better today. All right, so I got some white on there first, and then I'll throw some silver on there next. I'll do the same thing on these little button looking things, which you could stick down on tape if you want to. I don't tend to do that. I think it would take even longer to do that, but I don't mind getting a little paint on me. Oh, I read that one. 5 letters and 1 emoji. Snowy. Is it snowy there, Sina? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying to make it look snowy? All right, so we would have this be silver, those be silver, and then we'll have 2 of them then be the black buttons or whatever they are to make them stand out off of the silver piece. All right, let's see. Just gonna kind of lay it back out a second and look at it real quick. I think that it might need another little coat of black to finish it off, but I got it all over my edges, so I want to be careful of that. I don't want it to get on the black. Next time I do a live, I usually don't have a mess like this, but next time I do a live, I certainly will clean it up before I come down here. I have no room. Okay, I think it goes, oh no. Got white paint on there. You keep freezing, oh no. Okay. So this is what I'm thinking. If you guys can see it, let me move it a little bit farther down so you guys can see it. That's what I'm thinking for that part. And then I have these pieces, or I could change these and make them white instead of brown. Maybe I want that instead. Maybe we want this to be, or silver. It could be the silver color. What do you guys think? Should I change this to silver? Because then we're gonna have our little reindeer, and I was thinking of doing him in white and then red. Well, he's got little hollies, so he's gonna have green. He's got the greenery. Is that what these are called? Little hollies, the little red things. So he'll have those, and then we could do his bow. So I don't know that I like this brown. Now that I put it on here, I thought it would look good, but I don't like it. I think we're gonna change that. Where are we at for time? We've been on here for 15 minutes. Let me throw some white paint down on these and go back over it with some silver in a bit. This is proving to be difficult tonight. Yes, silver. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do black and silver, and I was right, it is holly. After I said it, I wasn't sure. Sometimes I say some silly things, so I wanted to double check before I continued on with it. All right, I'm gonna throw some white on here because they were painted brown. Just wanna cover that up a bit, and then also it makes the silver stand out better when we get that layer on there. And I'm just being quick and kind of sloppy about it, to be honest. I'm not being too particular. I don't know why it's leaving those funky lines on there, though I haven't had that happen before. I wonder if the paint underneath is kind of wet, and that's why it's streaking like that. Yes, it's a sled, yep. I thought we could do a cute little buffalo plaid bow on the top of it, and then he's got his cute little bow. I don't know, I think he's gonna look super cute when we're all done with him. We'll see. You know what? It's a sled. Sleds are kind of beat up too, right? They're not perfect, so I guess we don't have to worry too much about this paint being perfect on here. This one's got some imperfections, we'll call them, but I think it'll add some character to our sleigh, or our sled. I keep calling it a sleigh, don't I? I'm sorry, it's a sled. What should we do? I want a paint pouring kit thing from Deco Art. So the paint pouring little paints. I don't know what to do. I was going to come on and do a live with you guys, but I don't know. I thought about doing a pumpkin, but Halloween's over this weekend, so I don't really want to do that. What should we use the paint pour kit to do? I'm asking a lot of you guys tonight. I need your help figuring out my 6-letter word, helping me with my colors. Hey Andrea, how are you? Hello Carol from Houston, Texas. Carol, if you're just hopping on, we are making a sled, and it's gonna have a cute little reindeer to go on it as well. I was gonna color it brown, or I did paint it brown, and then I decided I didn't like it, so I'm going over it with some white right now, and then we're gonna paint it with silver over top of this. Kind of got a little bit of a distressed look just from going over it with that brown and the way that the paint's drying on here, so won't have to go back and do any distressing to it maybe. All right, let that dry. Hello Terry. Okay, while that is drying, I'm gonna go over this little piece here with the silver, and I'm just using silver sterling from Folk Art for the silver. Sock snowmen, those are so fun, Michelle. I had a whole bunch of those we made a couple years ago. I think we gave a bunch away and then we had so many left. Let's see here. Christine, yes, I do have a son. He's usually on here live with me, but tonight I kicked him out. He was a little too chatty, so I told him he had to go play. He is 13 and he's playing in the other room right now. I guess you can kind of see that. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. It is silver, but it's light. Go finish my little buttons here, or whatever you call these little guys. What else you want to know? I don't know. You said you're new here. We're in Michigan too. Whoops, this is my silver brush. I can't use that for the white. We're in West Michigan. We're in the Muskegon area. And it's just me and him, and I homeschool him. He's 13. I don't know if anyone else is having problems, but you keep freezing. Oh no, I'm sorry, Deborah. You made over 300. Oh my goodness, Michelle, I didn't make that many. That's a lot. That is a lot. Yeah, Kelly, I think you're right. I think it's a Facebook issue. I've had some trouble, not on all the videos, but some of the videos have been freezing really bad lately, and I think it's a Facebook thing. All right, I gotta let this dry, so I'm gonna throw the dryer on it real quick just to speed up the process. Or you know what? That's annoying. We really don't have to do that. I'm gonna push this back here. Let them sit on the side a minute and dry, hopefully. And then we'll start on our little reindeer. Let's do that. Then you guys don't have to listen to that annoying dryer. So I'm gonna go to the makeup sponges for this part because it's just easier, I think, when you're working with smaller spaces. So I'm gonna do my reindeer white. And he's probably gonna need at least 2 coats. White usually always needs 2 coats anyways, but because he's laser cut and I do not mask my pieces, it's got the burn marks. Oh no, you can't do that anymore either, Christine. And the replays don't do it. Well, that's good to know that the replays don't do it. Hey, Hillary from Washington State. Welcome. So glad to have you here. If you're just hopping on, we are painting a sled tonight, which we have the pieces drying to, and then we're gonna have this cute little reindeer on top of the sled. Another thing that I was gonna say is I usually use this because it keeps the sides clean, but look at, I'm being very sloppy tonight because I don't want to not finish this with you guys, so. But if you take your time and you use the makeup brush, it usually keeps your edges much cleaner than using the paintbrush. It's just me tonight, it's just user error, it's my problem. And this part down here is gonna all be covered, so I don't know why I'm going over it. Did you hear my throat gurgle? I'm gonna go down to about here because I think the rest of it will be covered. And we'll let that dry a minute. Oh no, now you're starting to freeze too. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could do something to make it better. All right, we're gonna move him out of the way. He's gonna need another coat, at least one more coat. And we're gonna do his greenery real quick. I was thinking a red bow. What do you guys think? Maybe red on the bottom and black on the top of it, because it's the 3D piece. Where did I get the sled pieces? Hillary, I actually sell the pieces on my website, but right now my Glowforge is down. So if you were to order, it's gonna take probably 2 weeks to get to you. I'm usually much quicker, but I can post a link when we're done here for you. I'm supposed to get my new machine either this weekend or early next week. And you can get the sled by itself, or you can get the sled with the reindeer if you like this piece. Let's see, I'm gonna grab a new sponge. And I'm probably going to do 2 different greens to give it a little bit more dimension. I'm gonna go over it with this one first, and then we'll grab a second color in just a second. And I'm trying to be careful at this part because I don't want to go where the red's gonna go. So I'm just trying to be careful so we don't have icky mixed colors. Yes, red bow, perfect. All right, so there we go. Then I'm gonna go do my little red bow part. And red usually needs a second coat too, so we'll probably come back over top of this again. But you know, when you mix red and green, it just makes a nasty color. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't overlap that too much if I can avoid it. It's gonna have this piece over top of most of it, but I still want to avoid it if I can. I just flipped it over for a minute and I'm using that itty bitty side to give myself a little bit more control. Ah! I didn't mean to get that piece, but that's all right, we'll fix it. And I got way too much paint on my plate, but that's all right too. I'll try and scoop it up when we're done and save what I can. All right, some of the spots got green and red mixed together and it looks icky, but we'll cover as much up as we can. Okay, so this part of our bow, let's see, this will be black, and then part of this is gonna be red anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter that I got it on there, that's good. The only thing that I worry about when I do this is I don't mind getting paint on me, but is having wet paint on my hands and then moving to another part and spreading the paint all around, so just be careful of that. I'm gonna do these little tiny holly dots. Oops, I got green on there, darn it. After all that and trying to be careful, I went and must have dipped it in the green spot. So this would have been a good one to actually tape down these ones since they're so tiny, but again, I don't usually do that part. I don't think it saves enough time, in my opinion. I would just rather paint myself and get it done quicker. All right. Then I'm gonna grab one more of these and we're gonna dip it in some black. We're gonna do our little outlines of our bow piece here. And this part I wanna make sure I have flipped the right way, which should be that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this color in black. Preston and I will be live Friday morning at 8:45. We're gonna be wearing our Halloween costumes. Does anybody have any guesses on what we're gonna be? And we're gonna paint some pumpkins with you guys. So not anything like super fun or anything, but just to come on and chit chat with you is basically what we're gonna be doing. Hey Brandy, not teaching you anything new, I guess I should say. It'll be fun because we're fun, but we're not really teaching anything or showing you anything all that impressive. We're really just coming on to chit chat. Do you do other crafts or just crafts based on your Glowforge? I do other stuff too, Hillary, but I do mostly cutouts. Not all my own. I do get some from wholesalers and different companies too, so it's not always my stuff that I do on here, but most of the projects are cutouts. I'd say at least 80% of what we do is painting. I feel like this white on here is just not, it's like, it's not covering very good. It's like yellowy looking tonight. So it might take a third coat to get this to cover exactly how I want it, but that's all right. And I think I'm gonna do some diamond dust on here. Does anybody use the diamond dust? Thanks, Brandy, I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna put diamond dust on my little reindeer, make him nice and shiny and sparkly. So that's my plans. What time are we at? We got 15 minutes left. I start off doing decent and then I swear I run out of time every time. I have been really wanting to do this one with you guys though. It's been really hard to sit and wait to know what was going on with my Glowforge. I didn't want to do it when I had no idea how long it would be. At least at this point I can say it's coming sometime next week. So if you choose to order it, you know it's going to take longer than normal, but I know it'll at least get to you sometime soon. All right, so there's our little reindeer guy. Gonna do our second coat of the red over here and some green and add in a second color green to give it some more dimension. And then, oops, I almost dipped that in green because I was talking about green. You guys will at least get to see it somewhat put together. It might not be all the way glued together, but you'll at least get to see what it's gonna look like. You've never used it either? No way. I will have to, hopefully we can get him dried. We should be able to do that. Maybe we won't worry about finishing the rest of him, but we'll get him dried so I can show you guys some diamond dust on him. I watched somebody earlier that had used a, I don't remember what it was, a spice bottle, I think, of some sort, and they put their diamond dust in it to sprinkle it easier. It is messy, and it is made with like shards of glass, so I have gotten pieces of it stuck in my hands before. You want to be careful with that. Don't care for glitter. It is kind of like glitter, and it can be messy. I usually do it on like some poster board. I sit down on the table and do it on top of that, so that way when I'm done I can just dump it back into my container. So A, it makes cleanup easier, and B, you don't waste your diamond dust that way either. All right. I don't know though, maybe I won't have room up here to do it for you guys tonight. What am I doing? I got black on my paintbrush. We're just gonna go with it. I'm making my edges messy anyways, so I'm just gonna finish painting with the brush. Sorry if you guys can hear my dogs barking upstairs. All right. Guys, he's gonna be so stinking cute. Granddaughter, I can't read this, it's too far away. Hold on a minute. My granddaughters always say no glitter allowed in Nana's house. I agree, Hillary. I don't like regular glitter. It's messy, but the diamond dust isn't terrible as long as you set up for it before you use it. The first time I used it, I really didn't know what the heck I was doing, and so I got it all over the floor and all over everything, and then I was like, nope, this isn't happening again. So now I'm more careful with it. Okay, we didn't get silver on our pieces over here yet. We got to do that, otherwise he's not going to stick out from our background of the sled. Moving my little dots around. Get this out of the way. All right. Got a little fuzzy fuzzy thing on there. Okay, I'm gonna go back into my silver now, and we're gonna do our background pieces here in silver. Ooh, it's gonna look so cute. I think for sure if I get some diamond dust on here, which I may not have time to do, I probably won't. We've only got about 10 minutes left together, but what was I saying? Diamond dust, diamond dust. If I get him diamond dusted after this, I'll take a picture and post the final picture for you guys. But I think he'll be super cute with that diamond dust. He'll be nice and shiny up against this already silver, which is shiny, background. Hello, Ruth. Oh no, were you having trouble getting on here? And again, I'm not being too careful with this one tonight either. It's kind of sloppy looking. It just kind of adds to that old kind of distressed look. A sled doesn't look brand new for very long. It goes outside and it gets kind of torn up, you know, when you're playing on it. So we don't want it to look too shiny and brand new. Loved the turkey. Oh, thank you. He was so much fun. I painted him. It took me like 2.5 hours to paint that turkey. I just had so much fun doing it. I took my time. All right, and let me get these out of the way. My turkey's actually right here. If you didn't see my turkey I painted the other night in my membership group, I painted mine Dallas Cowboy themed. Not exactly Dallas Cowboy, but because that's not acceptable. But I did put blue, and I put some stars on them, so we like the cowboys in this house. And I showed my son, and because I was like, hey buddy, look what I made tonight. I was all excited, and he goes, oh, you put the American flag on it. I was like, what? It's not the American flag. I made it to kind of look like the Dallas Cowboys. I didn't copy their logo or anything, but thanks, Ruth. And he's not for sale. He's just for myself, so I didn't do anything wrong, but he was funny. Mom, you put the flag on it. No, dude, I didn't put the flag on it. I thought him of all people would see what I tried to do there. All right. There's our last little gray or silver. It does look kind of gray on there, but whatever. It looks good. Looks good, looks good. I'm going to do one more coat of white on here. Yeah, I'm just going to use this. I was going to use my brush. I'll just spread it on here like a brush. Because I paint on a towel always to keep things clean underneath. I'm picking up fuzz. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I just scraped up paint. Darn it, that's not going to work. I thought I could scrape the paint on like a brush, but that's not going to work. Hello from Oklahoma City. Hello, Deborah. Welcome. I guess if I go on here and I do it maybe one little swipe down, maybe it'll be all right. And then I continue to go over it. I don't listen to the rules. All right, so there's our white. Do just a little bit more down here, just in case this bow doesn't cover all the way down. I am gonna run this dryer real quick. We have got just a few minutes left, about 7 minutes left. See if I can multitask and paint and dry at the same time. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh, thanks, Deborah. I think he's gonna turn out really cute when he's all done. He's got hair all over him. I'll have to pick that off, but I think he's dry enough to lay it out so you guys can at least see what he's gonna look like, and then I will finish him when we get off live, and I'll post a picture of him to my page after a bit and show you the final project. All done, because I'm going to make him a bow, and I think I am going to do the diamond dust to make him nice and shiny as well. Let me see if I can turn it this way so you guys can see. I know my screen's backwards. I can't stand working with it turned around, so I apologize for that. Can you hear my son? He's down here getting ready to work out with Papa. All right, so there's our sled. And then this little piece will go up here. Make those little guys. Oops, these ones I never got to put the silver on. They're still white. Those are going to be silver to match though, so disregard that part. And let me do this real quick. Here it is. I was going to say, where'd my reindeer go? So he's going to lay down here. Oops, I need to paint underneath there a little bit where you can see the 3D spot. I got a few spots that need to have green put back around them as well. And then I got these cute little holly balls or whatever. I don't know what they are. Little pieces of holly that we're going to stick on here. And then got the center part of our little bow. If I can get it on here. Got just a few more minutes. So there we go. That's what it's going to look like when it's all done. And I think I'm going to put a big bow. I've got some burlap ribbon and some buffalo plaid, and I think I'm going to put a bow up in the corner, and then it's got spots here where it can hang from, so we'll turn it into a little hanger. Thank you, Deborah, Cynthia, Ruth, Kelly. You guys are so sweet. All right, well, we're running out of time, so I've got just a couple more minutes. I don't want to let you off here too quickly so that you guys can hang around for the next crafter. Somebody should be up in just a few minutes, but Buddy and I will be live on Friday at 8:45 Eastern time in the morning a.m. So if you're able to, come say hello to us. We'll be in our costumes, and if you guys think of anything, any 6-letter word that I can redo that family sign with, let me know. Thank you, Marianne. I think he's gonna be super cute when he's all done. I'm gonna diamond dust him, make him sparkly, and add a bow, and then I will show you guys a picture when I'm all set. So, all right, guys, I am going to get off of here. Have a great rest of your week, and hopefully we'll see you Friday morning. No, Kelly, in the Craft Around the Clock group, so it's not really a craft-a-thon, but if you're in that group, there's a presenter coming on next after me, so stick around and watch them. If you're not in the group, make sure you go follow it. What about gather? Ooh, you're onto something, Deborah. I'm gonna have to play around with that. Let me know if you come up with anything else. I gotta hop off though, because the next person's coming on in just a bit. I will show you guys a picture when I'm all finished with this. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.